This is Mr. Vargas, and this is part 5 of my maze game video tutorial. So at the end of part 4, we had programmed our keys and our door to work so that when you collected all of the keys or diamonds or whatever you decided to collect, you would go to the next level. In the final part, we're going to add a start screen, an end screen, and we're also going to add music. So the first place I'm going to go is actually not inside of Flow Lab, because before we put in our start screen, we need to make them. And unfortunately, the graphics editor inside of Flow Lab, I don't think is a good choice. It doesn't have a text tool. So you can use any graphic editor that you want, but I'm going to use Pixlr.com. And when you get to this webpage, you can create an account if you want, but you can actually just use it without an account. But if you want to save your work, you might want to create an account. But I'll just click advanced. So I actually didn't create an account. And one nice tool that this does is that it actually saves the work that you created recently, even without an account. But it's not totally reliable. It's like saved in your browser cache. So again, if you really want to save your work, you should, click on login, create new account and all that. But I'm not going to do that. So right here, you see some practice images that I made, but I'm going to create one from scratch. So I'm going to hit create new, and we're going to call this start screen. And for the size, this really depends on how big you made your game. But I think I left mine on the default, and the default is 10 grids by 10 grids. Every grid is 32 pixels. So that means that the default size of your game window is 320 by 320. I'm also going to put background, and I'll just select any background. It doesn't really matter which one. I'll just do purple. And then you can kind of modify it some more in here. I'll hit create. So I have a purple. Wow, this is kind of bright. But that's fine. So this is going to be my start screen. I'm just going to throw some text in here. You can draw something if you want. So notice I hit add text. You can bring in images, paste images in here and do all that, but I'm just going to keep it simple. So I'll call it maze game. I'm just going to call it maze game, but you can come up with a better name if you want. So maze game, and you can change the size up here. So let's set it to 60. You can change some other, spacing and the space between the letters. You can change the style. I'll put an outline on mine just to make it easier to read. You can do a punch out where you just see the outline. And you know what? I'll just leave it like this. So maze game. And now I'm gonna put some instructions. So I'm just gonna press enter to start. You can pick another key if you want. All right, so we're gonna add more text. Let's see, more text tool. Do you want to add a new text layer? I'm gonna hit add. And I'm new to this program. Some of you might even know how to use this even better than I do. I know that in our school, one of the design teachers uses this. So press enter to start. I think I'm gonna change the color of this text. Maybe I'll make it like a white type color, and definitely I'm gonna make it smaller because I want like the title to be emphasized. Even maybe smaller than that, maybe 30. Press enter to start. I'll go to styles. I'll do a shadow, I guess. And again, you can play around with that. All right, that looks fine to me. All right, so I'm done. So I'm gonna do file, save, and notice that when you go to save, it actually gives you what you're really doing is you're downloading this. So I'm gonna leave all the settings as is, hit download, and it will download to wherever your files get saved to. Mine's get saved to my desktop, but yours might be in a download folder or something like that. All right, I'm gonna do new image now, and this time we're gonna do the end screen. Let's see, I'll switch the color for this one. I'll pick like some kind of darker green, hit create. All right, now let's add some text, add text. So this is the end screen. So I'm gonna say, congratulations, you win you know, and come up. You can come up with something more creative than that, but I'm gonna change the color. Let me see. Maybe I'll do a darker color. Not sure. That looks okay, I guess. Congratulations, you win. Now I'm gonna make this bigger, cause let's see, 40 maybe, 50. I'll do 40. And this is congratulations, you win. And you know what? I'm gonna add some more text. Add text, and I'm gonna say press enter to restart. And let's make this a lot smaller. 20. All right, press enter to restart. So this is my win screen, or my game over screen, however you want to call it, end screen. All right, so I'll hit download, and now I have my start screen and my end screen saved on my desktop. I'm gonna close this window, and finally we're gonna go back into FlowLab to actually add these windows and code them into our game. So I'm gonna hit edit. And to add these screens, we're gonna add them as levels. So we're gonna hit new level. I'm gonna call it start screen. I'm going to hit load. Click in the corner, hit create. Name it start. So basically the start screen is gonna be like an object. And over here, I'm gonna edit this sprite. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase, first of all, I'm gonna erase this brick. Actually, you don't even have to erase the brick, because when you upload your image, it'll go right over it. But you know, I just did. Now you click on resize over here, this button, and down here, we're gonna make this 10 by 10. So this is 10 by 10 grids. And if you notice, the little grids have become a lot smaller. Then I'm gonna do upload, choose file, and we're gonna select our start screen, which is on the desktop. So start screen, maze game, press enter to start, press OK. And we have our start screen. I'll press OK over here. And notice that the start screen is covering the whole screen, which is what we want. So now I'm gonna go to behaviors to code this. Coding is pretty simple. Basically, when they press enter, so you go to keyboard, click on keyboard, click change key, press enter. And if you want, you can do space bar or another key if you want. I wish there was a press any key, but it doesn't seem like there is. If you want, you can do like the most common keys, right? Enter. Most people, they would press enter, space, tab. You just have to duplicate the code. But all right, so when they press any key, you want to, or when they press enter, you want to go to the next level. All right, so when this goes down, you go to next level. And that's it. We've coded our start screen. Now in the game level screen, you want this one to like be up there. You want it to be, you want start screen to be like the first one. So notice I hit minus to just bring it up so that when you start the game, so when you go to next level, it actually goes to level 1. All right, so you basically follow the same process to do the end screen. So let me do this quick. New level, end screen. This one we can leave in the bottom. Click load, click in the top left corner, hit create. You might want to call this end. Select sprite, click resize. This time I'm not gonna delete the block just so you can see that you don't really have to. Hit upload, choose file, and select our end screen. Press OK, press OK. And now let's code our end screen. So the code here is similar to the start screen. When they press enter, we're gonna go into game flow. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna restart the game. So when they press enter, we restart the game. So when enter is pressed down, restart the game occurs. All right, so we've added and coded our start and end screen. Now I just want to code the music. So I'm gonna do the music inside of my player. So I'm gonna go to Edit, Behaviors, and if you want, just move the screen, move all that code out of the way, give yourself a little bit of room. And we're just gonna do a once block, and we will just go under components and drag sound. So once we're going to play, choose sound. It'll load up in a second. There we go. Music, 8-bit, pick anything you want. I'll just do Fantasy 2, hit loop, press OK. And actually, you know what? You know what you should do? You might want to lower the volume. It seems to be kind of high, the volume of the music. Especially because you have sound effects and you might not hear the sound effects if the music is too loud. I'm gonna press OK and press OK, press OK. Make sure you load your first level, or your title screen in this case. And now let's play our game. So, and let me lower the volume a little bit because that music is gonna come in and you won't hear me talking. All right, so I'm gonna press enter. And notice that the background music starts playing. You collect your items. So I'm gonna try to beat this quick. I'm gonna collect my last key. Now the door should work. And now we're on level 2. I'm gonna just try to beat this real quick so that I can show you guys the end screen and we can make sure that the end screen works the way it should. All right, we got 2 more keys to find. There's one here. And we're on the end screen. And now if you press enter, the game should restart. So that's it. That's the end of part 5 of our maze game tutorial. We're not gonna keep working on the maze game tutorial. There's definitely a lot of things we could add, but I think we're ready to start a new project. So get this done, and good luck as we continue learning FlowLab. Thank you.